Welcome to Hashbang TV, live from Droidcon London 2012. We're joined by Nick from Whisk. Welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us for a quick fire interview. So tell us a bit about you and what Whisk is.
So Whisk allows anybody to add any recipe to a single virtual basket and then check it out at any supermarket. So they can go to Jamie Oliver's, to Delia's, Smith's recipe website, to Food Networks, wherever they want to go and look for recipes, their mum's blog. They go to those places, add those recipes to their basket using either a browser plugin, an app, or the publisher can integrate a little button. And once they've done that, they choose I want to check out at Sainsbury's, Tesco, Waitrose, wherever they want to go. They click one button and we do everything for them. So we choose all the right products for them based on who they are, based on demographic information. The basket's filled for them. They choose when they want it delivered, pay Tesco, Sainsbury's, Waitrose, Asda, Morrison's, whoever they want to pay, and it'll arrive on their door. And then we do lots of cool little things on top of that, things like looking at what leftover ingredients are you going to have. So you need this amount of an ingredient to cook the recipe. You can only buy the store pack size, which is this size. You'll have this amount left over. With those leftovers, why don't you cook this whole new recipe based on your taste preferences, or why don't you change the portion amounts and cook more of those recipes so that you use up the leftovers and you maybe freeze some for the next day. Okay. So we give you little tips on how to optimize it for health and for all sorts of different things. But essentially, recipe to check out in a couple of clicks.
That's pretty cool. So do you have partnerships in place then with all the supermarkets to do that integration for the fulfillment?
Absolutely. Okay. So the integrations are there with supermarkets. We've got commercial agreements with them as well, so they pay us, so we get an affiliate revenue from supermarkets every time we do a transaction. We also get revenue from brands. Brands can place products in people's baskets. So if you are after spaghetti, let's say you're going to make cream cheese bagels with salmon on top. We can say, well, Kraft can pay to have their cream cheese put in your basket if you match a certain demographic or whatever, and then we charge them for that as well.
Okay.
So where's the kind of company and its kind of growth? Is it how long you've been going? What's the plan look like in terms of accelerating the growth of the company?
Sure. So we pitched this in the final of the BBC Apprentice about 6 months ago now. It was aired. It was actually filmed a bit before that. We raised money from angels after that, from independent angels. We didn't get the money. We didn't get Little Sugar's money. But we got money from 4 angels and 2 institutional investors. We've got a team of 13 people. 10 of them are tech, 3 are biz. So we've got a very tech-heavy team, including some really, really clever people. It's all about to do semantic analysis. So essentially, our system has to be able to look at any recipe, understand it on the fly, know which parts are, which ones are the ingredients, break down 1.5 5-hour steak, clean, chopped and grilled into this is steak, it needs to be lean, 1 to 1.5 is the amount, 5 hours is the amount, chopped and grilled is what's going to happen to it. So you have to understand all of that stuff so you can choose the right store items for the person. And then in the store, we have to do semantic analysis as well. So we have to basically understand what are those store items. Because if you go into Tesco and type in lemon, you'll get lemon cake, lemon washing out liquid. We have to understand what items are relevant. And then through lots of complex stuff, including lots of personalization and machine learning and lots of algorithms, we basically create a very, very, very simple user interface for the user. So the user just clicks a few buttons, gets very intuitive recommendations back, and can complete their shop. And it's all just through the mobile app? It's primarily online. So primarily it's a button, a publisher, like if I am Jamie Oliver, I put the Whisk button onto my site. Okay. People click it, we share revenue back with them. Yeah. But obviously, the majority of people in the UK currently, and we hope to change that slightly, but at the moment, don't shop online. Right. So we have mobile apps where they can take those lists into shops with them physically and order it and do cool things that your list can be ordered by aisle and ordered by where you are in the shop, etc. But essentially, it's an offline checkout option. And using mobile apps, people can also go and choose recipes and check them out. And actually, Android is the first platform we'll be launching on. Okay. So iPhone will be quite close with that, but Android will be the first one. Okay. So we're here at Droidcon today to basically present what we've done so far, show people what it looks like, show people how it works. We're also, our system, it's open API, so a developer who wants to create their own food app and has previously not had the ability to go and, to go and allow people to check it out is obviously the functionality, but also maybe hasn't earned enough money through revenue. We can say, put our cool functionality in and we'll give you a good revenue share of it. Great. Nice. And you'll be able to monetize your app. Okay. So hopefully they will get some pickup from developers here.
I bet you will. I've got a tech question. So it sounded to me when you started off that whole thing that you were scraping information from the publisher's
Yes,
website. The
absolutely.
publisher, as in anybody that has a recipe that
Exactly.
exists on the web, right?
Exactly.
That's how that's your input to the semantic analysis that you do.
Exactly.
But they're putting a button. They're already doing something to put that onto the page. So surely you don't need all of that. You just need them to fill out a form when they put the button and connect the two things together.
It's an interesting question.
What's it doing?
If that was the case, the publisher would have to reformat their content. So they'd have to essentially go in and change how their CMS works.
Yeah.
Go and talk to the writers. Say now you no longer have to write 1 to 1.5, 5 or 6. You now have to write steak and then put the attributes in, and it changes the way people have to do the whole process, which requires a sort of technology change at the publishers. So what we do by semantic analysis, we can literally say one line of JavaScript. It'll add a button in. It calls our servers and goes, "What's the URL?" Scrapes it. And, within seconds, we have a recipe that can be checked out.
That's
and
really,
the format,
really,
the content
really
doesn't change.
That's great. Yeah,
clever.
that's great. Yeah, it's really good.
Brilliant.
So you're here. You're speaking here at Droidcon.
Just for 2 minutes, we're doing a little. We haven't unfortunately had time to do the whole thing. We've come along and we're meeting some of the companies here, and we're going to do a 2-minute pitch, show people for the first time ever in a public forum. Obviously, we pitch it, we show our investors, and we show some of the publishers, and we show some of the brands what we're doing. But for the first time ever in public, we're going to show people how it actually works.
Cool. Sounds great.
How the app
Works.
the Android app works.
We'll show you the end-to-end checkout process.
Yeah.
So we'll show you. Let's say you had a recipe.
Yeah.
This is what happens. Look at. We'll show people how it works out, what ingredients you need, or do the whole. Lots of clever stuff like that.
But whisk.co.uk has been available already for...
No, so on the web version, we actually yesterday we confirmed a really, really cool big launch partner, which we're not allowed to talk about, but it's one of the biggest recipe sites in the UK.
Okay.
So we will basically people will be able to go into that site, click the button, and it'll probably go live in about 2 weeks' time, I reckon.
Right,
Cool.
so you're close to launching, and you haven't launched yet.
We haven't launched yet.
Wow.
We're close to launching.
Fantastic.
So hopefully people will use it and people love it. Obviously, we've been very privileged to be covered in quite a lot of sort of articles and press because of probably mainly because unfortunately we were on the Apprentice. But why not take it if you get it, right?
Too right.
So we've had lots of coverage on what we're doing. Hopefully when we do launch, we'll have loads of more coverage, and loads of people will see it and try it out and hopefully really like it and give us loads of good feedback.
So what we haven't done is delved into how you ended up on the Apprentice, and how you ended up, why you've ended up starting this mad entrepreneurial thing. So what we'll need to do is get you onto the show proper and do the full length kind of interview, because it's a really cool product, and find out how the launch went.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really
We'll be delighted.
Nice
we give you some stats on
I thought you were going to say
checkouts
food.
I'll give you food as well. Well, our team. So
I don't care about stats. I want a meal.
We can give you a meal. So in our team, what we do is we have a weekly, every single day of the week, a different person in the team has to cook. So we've got in the Birmingham office, we have usually at least 10 people are in the office at one time. So every single day, a different person cooks. So your rota's about slightly more than every 2 weeks. Sorry, about every 2 to 3 weeks you have to cook as a team member, and you choose a meal. You have to order it through Whisk, so we test the Whisk system through it as well. So the team orders through Whisk. All the grocery stuff arrives. We have a kitchen in the office, our own quite a big kitchen in there, and basically every day working at Whisk, you get a free meal. So you get cooked by someone else in the team.
Brilliant.
So come along. Let us know when you're coming, and we'll organise the right day when the right team members cooking.
We're there.
The best cooks are cooking.
Startups and food.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Got bean bags. You can sit down and eat it on there.
Excellent.
Please do come to our office.
Good stuff.
Cheers.
Well, thanks for coming
Nick.
on the show.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Good
Thank you very
luck.
much. Have a good afternoon.